Hello, my friends. I'm just gonna give you as quick a walkthrough of Kaer Morhen as I can, just to show you how big the place is and honestly how beautiful it is and how much care was put into the design of it. So this is like the waypoint, the fast travel point for it. Um, and you'd enter here. This is obviously was once a drawbridge. There's a nice skeleton there. Um, but you really get this sense that this was once a massive, a massive place that was, you know, fortified, and it held hundreds and hundreds of people. Um, so we walk through these, you know, this proper, two proper gates there, into this first area, which when you sort of first play the game, they use this as like a training, a sparring kind of area. So there's dummies here and stuff. You'll also find that there's quite a few locked doors. I can only presume that they all lead to the spas, to the hot springs, and they don't want us down there. So if you ask me, that's where they go. So again, we're just kind of in the training ground here. You just get this sense that, you know, there's so much to it, and you can see all of, you know, the way it's always crumbling. And when they talk, you know, about in Fix and in, you know, the books and stuff about needing to repair walls and stuff, you can see that it's obviously been very damaged by the sacking, but it's falling apart. The place is, you know, it's crumbling. You know, like, I mean, what was this room? You can't. There was something, and you know, there's something there that could be a bed. It could have, but you know, now there's a big hole in the roof. There's a lot of chests around, and most of them contain stuff to repair your armor, which just really says something about the place as well, I think. So you sort of keep going. You can see this would have been another place where they would have, you know, taken care of the weapons. There's a, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of this thing. Someone who's smarter than me at military army stuff. It's not a trebuchet. It's like a giant crossbow. Crossbow. So they would have used that as defense. And there's also, let me figure out the way I was going. Up here, I'm not going to bother with any of those doors on the side because they're all just locked. But there's ramparts and there's turrets and stuff. So there's, you know, you can see like all these beautiful vistas. Whoops. You can see this beautiful vista. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, like just these gorgeous mountains, and there's like, that kind of actually reminds me of Lake Louise in Canada. That looks like modeled straight out of it, to be honest. But when you see, like, when you read fics and, you know, you see art and stuff, you can really imagine them coming out here to look at this because it's gorgeous. And there's quite a few of these little areas. There's another one here. You know, it gives you a slightly different view. There's one up here. So, and again, you can see that over time, these four men have obviously tried to keep the place that they have known as home up and running, and like there's the scaffolding, and that would have led up to another defense turret. There's boards everywhere. It's always in a constant state of like falling apart and them kind of fixing it. And so I think they do try and focus on like the area that they live in mostly, which is the main kind of up through here. But I just thought that was kind of cool. And then you can see like there's places that they just kind of let, like that. What can you do about that? Just kind of let it get reclaimed. So there really is a lot to the outside. And then you go further in, and there is even more. There's even more defense here. So you can only imagine how the sacking must have really been brutal and like sudden for them to have succumbed, because it is a well-designed keep. It's very fortified. It's very strong. And it's more scaffolding, more. Yes, little bleed straw, little bleeder, and more training stuff. So they're they're always building, always training, trying to keep life how it was before the sacking, even though it will never be the same again. And then you enter the actual keep. So this is where they all live. And it's very tall, very vast, as you can see, candelabras. Things are quite haphazard. Just barrels and stuff everywhere. They're obviously curing furs and stuff all the time. They seem to live this kind of just very open life, which is how I think they would have run the school. Like you wouldn't have any secrets being a witcher. Everything is just kind of here. So there's a big library. There's swords everywhere. There's I think obviously in the day it would have been a lot more organized, but here we have the best boy, Eskel, who I won't talk to because I'm not gonna do any spoilers. And so that leads to the hot springs. So this is just like the massive main hall, and it's also falling apart, and it has the scaffolding and stuff, but like just all these reminders that there were once hundreds and hundreds of witches or boys or recruits or whatever in this place, and they were always learning. You can see these books and stuff. You can see the swords. Here is Lambert, what a prick. He seems to have merged into the table, but that is his business, not mine. And like these are just where there's a cutscene where Geralt wakes up here. So like this is just a bed. You can see the chest where they would have kept stuff. There's a bed and there's training dummies. It will be very much wake up, do your witchering stuff. So that's, I don't know. I think it's just really. It's real different in my head, Kaer Morhen, and until I sort of came here, and now I've kind of merged the two as a concept. But so through here is a kitchen, and it's kind of smaller than I would expect a kitchen to be for a lot of students and stuff, but maybe they downsize being the 4 of them. I'm not really sure. Again, things that, go up to more storage. Through here is a place people often write about in fics. It's like a tower, and it's where Yen tends to stay when she comes here. So it's a little bit long. We'll run all the way up here. Okay. But whenever people would reference the tower that Yen would choose to stay in, sort of away from the boys and their ruckus and stuff, I couldn't really picture it. And then I found it in the game, and it's here. It did have a bed in it, but there's a story behind that about it not being there. I won't spoil anything. But yeah, this is where Yen tends to stay and do her magic stuff and whatnot. There's actually a little downstairs part that I haven't explored, so let's go have a look and see. But this is kind of it for the most part. Just like a really big fortified area out the front that's been, you can see the evidence of the sacking and how they're trying to, oh yeah, it's like another, you know, that would have gone somewhere or done something, but some sort of cellar or whatever. I just really love, like, I can't even look all the way up, the immense feeling of this place, and there's probably even little places that I haven't shown you or been, but I don't want this to be a million hours long. But I love these sort of cathedral ceilings in the main hall. I love that it's very open plan, that, you know, you wouldn't have really had your own space as a younger Witcher. You would have just been kind of lumped in and, you know, get up, get food, get going, that sort of thing. Oh, what's here? What's up here? It looks like more armory stuff. Lots more swords, many swords. So I tried to have a run through of before I did this, so I could sort of be prepared about what I was talking about. But the place is so big, yeah. You sort of find places. So this is another tower. It looks like possibly. Oh, this is Vesemir hangs out here. So, but yeah, that's quite a good look over everything. Like, that's just. It's just really beautiful, and also really tragic, really sad. You just get this real sense of what they're trying to hold on to, but that they're kind of losing. Just like the past and how it took stuff from them. Gonna guess this is. Oh, he's a bath. So this is another place that we do see, yeah, and I won't say why or where, but it's another sort of tower that she will hang out in, but she tends to like to stay away from Eskel, Lambert, Vesemir, and Geralt because they get drunk and try on her clothes. But yeah, so that's kind of the bulk of it, really. It does. Oh, where was I going? I don't know. It does. I mean, I don't know how you saw it in your mind's eye. I think everyone is different, obviously, but I do like the game developer's vision of it. It's sort of very masculine, but has, you know, elements of grandeur, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing really that I can say that I haven't already said. I hope if you're a writer or, I don't know, a drawer or a, you know, gift maker or whatever you do for this fandom, if you're just watching for funsies, I hope this was kind of interesting to you. I'm sorry if I didn't linger too long or if the camera was too quick, but I don't really do Let's Play stuff very often. I just thought I'd show you. And yeah, this is where the boys live. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.